Advertisement for the Food Saver VAC 500, brought to you by Tilia. The best meals, the tastiest snacks, and the most wonderfully flavored produce all have one important fact in common. They taste wonderful because they're fresh. But with time, all our best intentions to keep foods fresh wither away along with the freshness. Because even though we try to seal the food, it's still exposed to air. If there was a way to remove the air, then seal the food, your foods could last up to 3 to 5 times longer. Meats could be purchased in bulk and divided into vacuum-safe portions, saving you big money. Fruits could be kept way beyond normal shelf life. Leftovers could be kept so fresh, your family will call them second servings. And finally, freezer burn could be prevented. For over a decade now, one name has always been associated with helping people around the world prolong the freshness of their foods: the Food Saver.
It's a great invention.
It was everything they said it was, and I'm very satisfied with it.
Pays for itself in no time.
It's like having a fresh turkey dinner 6 months later.
And it tastes better. It doesn't have that left in the refrigerator taste to it.
The Food Saver is the original home vacuum packaging system, and it comes to you from the people at Tilia, a leading manufacturer of innovative, easy-to-use kitchen products for over 10 years. You've seen how professionally vacuum-saved foods last for months, as long as they're not opened. Well, get ready to see how you can have similar results an expensive commercial vacuum packaging machine gives you over and over again, thanks to Tilia's latest foolproof way to vacuum save your food. Introducing the Food Saver VAC 500.
The stove, the refrigerator, and the microwave. Now, they're probably the 3 most used appliances in our kitchen, right? But for more than a decade now, America has been discovering another appliance that, in the opinion of some owners, has become just as important. It's the appliance that helps you prevent your steaks and chicken from that awful freezer burn, that helps eliminate moldy cheese so your family actually has time to finish what you purchased for them. And it's one of the only appliances I own that actually helps me save hundreds of dollars per person per year. Now, can your family enjoy, these luscious strawberries, these delicious green beans, and still have them during the middle of winter with their lovely rich color and delicious taste? Well, of course they can, thanks to the product that has proved itself to literally hundreds of thousands of people. It's the Food Saver by Tilia. And we are so excited because Tilia has now come up with another remarkable development that is not only foolproof, it's even more affordable. So to update us is the world's best-known freshness fanatic. He is your friend, certainly mine, Jan Muller. Hi, kiddo.
Nancy. How are you, sweetheart?
Well, I'm great. I'm glad to see you. What's this?
Well, you know, for years I've been saying we've been throwing our cash in the trash.
Yes.
We're wasting too much food. And now the researchers at the University of Arizona have confirmed it. In their study, they found that we throw away 155 pounds of food per household per year. That's cash in the trash. There's only one machine that I know of in the world that can let you do exactly what you want to do to stop the cash in the trash, and that's the Food Saver. Let me show you. This is the latest and most foolproof Food Saver ever made, Nancy. It's the Food Saver VAC 500. And here's why we need it. Because people's good intentions go to waste. Here's the other half of the cheese that was vacuum packed the same time that we did this one. The other half of the cheese that was vacuum packed with the Food Saver the same time we did this one.
Obviously, we need to be using the Food Saver.
Exactly. Now, let's just see how quickly you can do a piece of cheese, and I'll see how quickly I can do it with the Food Saver VAC 500.
All right.
So I'm going to open this one up, and all you do is just cut right below the seal, and that's the only part of the Food Saver vacuum bags that you throw away. Okay, now I'm going to take my mozzarella cheese.
All right.
I'm going to cut off a hunk for you.
All right. Okay.
And I'll cut mine.
All righty.
Okay, now there's your cling wrap. I'm going to take a Food Saver quart bag.
Okay.
Put it in the bag. All I have to do is just lay it right here in the vacuum channel, press down right here.
Well, just a minute.
Activates the pump.
I didn't rip it off, or I would have gone faster. All right.
Come on.
I know.
Speed it up there, young lady.
Done.
Good for you. And you won. You beat me. But you really lost because there's air trapped inside this cling wrap, which means that in the next several months, it's going to turn into this, which is cash in the trash. So you really did lose. You don't have an airtight vacuum pack like we have with the Food Saver. Look at this. This is a patented waffle-patterned air channel on one side of the bag. It's smooth on the other. So unlike regular bagging material that's smooth on both sides, it allows the pump to pull the air out of the bag. Now remember also that these bags are reusable, just like I've been doing here with the cheese. They're microwavable, they're boilable, they're freezable, they're even dishwasher safe. And because the Food Saver Vac 500 is made by Food Saver, it can do all the things that we've come to expect from a quality commercial vacuum packaging system, like turning our leftovers into second servings. And this is great, Nancy, for people that are on a special diet, so can't eat sugar or salt, no preservatives. This is the way to prepare your meals.
It's also a wonderful way to prepare meals ahead for your family, to take one day of cooking and turn it into several meals over and over again.
Exactly. Now you can cook the food that you've made with love. It'll last up to a year in the freezer. It's vacuum packed.
That's so great.
You can also use it for marinating in minutes instead of hours, because remember, we have a pump in here. There's no fan. It's designed to take the air out of the bag. It'll pull those pores of the meat apart and allow the marinade to get in.
Look at the strength of this bag and the strength of the seal.
It's designed to be used for vacuum packaging. It takes the air out and it keeps the air out.
And it does work. We know it does work. Oh, now here, how many of all of us used to have, before our Food Savers, terrible freezer burn? You'd go to the market, there would be a great sale, you'd put a whole bunch of wonderful cuts of meat in the freezer, you'd go to get them out, and it really wasn't very long. The thing that surprised me is how fast freezer burn starts.
It starts in 48 hours. So if you don't have your food vacuum packed, no matter what you wrap it in, it's going to go bad and get freezer burn, but not with this. These will stay fresh frozen for up to 3 years.
And obviously, this is cash in the trash.
You can even use it for non-food items like what I have here.
This is so great. Name some clothing that you want to save, protect, put away for the winter, or in this case, take socks on a camping trip.
Exactly. If you're going boating, if you're going to go river rafting, canoeing, or you're going away for the weekend, you want to have dry clothes when you get there. There's only one way I know of keeping the water out, because this is airtight, it's waterproof, you don't have to worry about it.
You know how many campers we've heard from. You either have this sort of thing, thanks to the Food Saver, or you have this.
This. And this is not fun when you're cold and wet.
That's right.
And as a matter of fact, you can actually make a bag any size that you want, so you can store literally up to anything.
My family makes fun of me because I'm very sentimental and I save everything. But if you want to save clothing even long term, look at this. It's an entire jacket. But you can preserve things, wedding dresses, christening gowns, literally for decades, and they stay the same in this. The air stays out.
Because it's more than airtight, it's vacuum packed.
Can it transform our whole freezer for us?
Let me show you. You know, if you use your Food Saver and your freezer, you've actually got the best storage system you can possibly have at home. Now, if you don't use a Food Saver, it's the worst, because when you think you're really preserving food, you're not.
Here, look at this. So you can do it this way, or you can do it that way. What's your alternative?
You got leftover pizza instead of throwing it away.
It's great for pizza.
You can even make pies. You can make 1, 2, 3, 4, or a dozen pies. Bake one day for the whole year, and that way you have your pies ready, or your pie crusts.
That's a great idea.
Now, how about making your own meals, and that way everybody can eat what they want? We made too much beef stew. We made too much chicken with rice. We made too many spaghettis with meatballs. We made too much lasagna.
And 2 or 3 days later, they're garbage, cash in the trash.
Right, so
No
now
more.
you can make your own boil-in-the-pouch bags with your own food and have your own dinners. That way everybody eats what they want.
Well, and that is nice because it goes from the freezer into the boiling water. So we're not putting cash in the trash any way at all.
Exactly. Now, what about making meals from the holidays? You know, because that's when we cook a lot. This will stay fresh frozen, believe it or not, for up to a year in your freezer.
Leftovers for up to a year, which means I can have Thanksgiving dinner in July.
Cut off the corner of the bag, because remember, it's microwavable, and put this right into our microwave. And in just a few minutes, we've got our own home-cooked meal.
Isn't that wonderful?
Isn't that great? Let me show you what else you can use your freezer for, and this is what I love to do with it. You go out to a restaurant, and a lot of the times you don't eat it all.
You can't finish the big
What do
portion.
you do? You send it back, right? And what do they do with it? They throw it away. Stop wasting the food. All you have to do is bring home in a doggy bag and then vacuum save it inside of a Food Saver bag.
What's this?
Well, if you like to cook like me, you like to make your own broths. I make a chicken broth, a lobster fish broth, a beef broth, and then I put it into a plastic container freeze it overnight, pop it out of the container, and put it into my Food Saver bag.
Great.
Just take your iced tea and freeze that into cubes instead of the ice cubes that you normally use.
What you have is something that will last a year. If you had left it in a container in here, it wouldn't.
And it's a great way to prepare your meals for vacations and trips for the family.
And then you really are on vacation. You're not cooking all the time.
There's our ding on the microwave.
The microwave is ready. All right. This is a second meal in the freezer thanks to the Food Saver for as long as a year.
And believe it or not, this could be a year old, exactly, but it's still going to be fresh just like the day that you made it.
You talk about having it all done for you. Look at that. Oh, does that
Isn't that fabulous? You can even do holiday treats and sweets and send them to anyone in your family anywhere in the world. I'll show you. Just put your fudge, cookies, cakes, whatever you like to, right here into the Food Saver. It takes all the air out, seals it automatically, and then shuts off.
Which means they will receive this wonderfully fresh. And as you have said, it's a little like sending love to somebody.
Well, we cook with love, we bake with love, so why not be able to send something from your kitchen instead of from a store? And it's also tamper-proof, so if somebody cuts into this,
you know it.
You know it. Now, you can also use your Food Saver Vac 500 to be able to vacuum save all of those fragile fruits and vegetables, crackers, by using Food Saver vacuum canisters. Let me show you. You see, Nancy, this is the way most people store their food. Even if it says it's airtight, there's air inside, and that's why things go bad.
You think the air's all out? It's not, is it?
No. You have to have an authentic, genuine Food Saver vacuum canister that is specifically designed and manufactured to get the air out and keep the air out. Now, take a look at this. Strawberries.
Oh,
they go bad
so fast.
And you don't know it because you can't see it.
It is rare you get to the bottom of the lettuce.
So now we put the strawberries, we have our cheese. These will last 3 to 5 times longer. Your cheese can last up to 6 months, and that means you have a longer window of time to be able to eat the food. Let me show you why it can work.
Yes.
The Food Saver Vac 500 comes with an accessory hose that fits right here into this accessory port. All you have to do is press down and start the machine. It's going to pull the air out of the canister the same way we pulled the air out of the bag.
And the way we can tell the air is coming out of the canister is that there's no air to even squish the marshmallows a little bit anymore. They're getting bigger because you're removing the air.
Right, you can see that the marshmallows are getting bigger because we're pumping the air out of the canister. So anything inside that can expand will expand like the marshmallows. Now, when you want to get inside the canister, it's simple. All you have to do is just press right here on the gray. It releases it. That's the sound of freshness.
That's so great.
Remember the bad lettuce I showed you before?
Oh, yes.
Here's lettuce that you can keep fresh in your refrigerator for up to 2 weeks. And they also found that most people throw away lettuce more than any other vegetable. Break it up, put it in here, and vacuum save it. It's simple to do.
And what we're seeing here is you don't even have to think about it. You're pressing it, and the machine tells you when it's finished.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no guesswork.
foolproof. All you do is just press down, the machine pumps the air out, you wait till it shuts off automatically, and it's done.
Nothing to think about, it just does it. And it does it in a matter of seconds. This really should be a normal part of the routine in your kitchen.
Now let me show you a few other things. You can also use it for buying in bulk when you want to do something like cereals, okay? I like really fresh coffee, so now you can do coffee beans, vacuum pack them every single time you use it so they stay fresh all the way down to the last bean. Storing your food in these canisters, Nancy, also allows you to keep your cabinets and your refrigerators neat and tidy. You can see where everything is. You don't have to be concerned about it.
I love that. It's a real plus. You know, it really is almost like magic.
No, it's not magic. This canister is designed to be able to hold a vacuum. This lid is designed to be able to let you take the air out of the canister, and the seal is designed to keep the air out. You can't do this with any other product.
No, that is a whole lot different than this. You know, Jen, why don't we hear from some of you who are now part of the ever-growing Food Saver family?
It's very, very convenient. It's small, it's compact, it'll fit just about anywhere. And it's very simple to use.
I don't know why. I guess because there's no air getting into it. But it does. Your leftovers don't look or taste like leftovers. They taste like you had just prepared them that evening.
You can have it the next day, you can have it the next week, and it still tastes the same as the day you actually cooked it.
It tastes like I just made it. It's so fresh and so good.
I use it constantly. It's on my kitchen counter all the time.
The affordable, foolproof Food Saver Vac 500. because the Food Saver removes the air, then seals. Just like a commercial quality vacuum packager, you can enjoy fruit salads bought on sale well beyond their normal shelf life. Have the freshest coffee possible each and every morning, and save money by purchasing in bulk. And vacuum-saving meats, cheese, poultry, fish, and other packaged foods. Uses for the Food Saver are endless. Gardeners can enjoy much of their produce throughout the year. Just blanch, freeze, and vacuum save. You'll be enjoying fresh-tasting produce any time of the year. It's invaluable when camping, hiking, and vacationing with your RV. And it even reseals most plastic bags. The Food Saver makes all this possible because at the heart of the machine, there's a powerful commercial-quality vacuum pump. And its patented triple-layer waffle pattern bags are uniquely designed to efficiently allow the removal of air and not let it back in, unlike any other bag available. For all these reasons and more, you can't go wrong with a Food Saver because it's the original home vacuum packaging system. When you order, you'll receive the Food Saver VAC 500, a quick start guide, an illustrated guide filled with detailed, easy-to-follow tips, a pack of pre-cut quart-sized Food Saver bags, a pack of gallon-sized Food Saver bags, a roll of 8-inch wide Food Saver bags for vacuum-saving large and odd-shaped foods, an additional roll of 11-inch wide Food Saver bags for even larger foods and non-food items, the Vacuum Saving Secrets video, showing you how easy it is to use your VAC 500, and $50 worth of valuable coupons for useful Food Saver supplies and accessories, all for only $200. Plus, the following bonus items will also be included: a booklet of tasty marinating recipes for meat, fish, and vegetables, the specially designed Food Saver vacuum canister, a one-of-a-kind storage container that can actually hold a vacuum, and every time it's opened, confirms you've locked in the freshness. Plus, an additional set of $50 worth of coupons. All the items add up to an over $250 value. But because this is a special television offer from Tilia, you can now own one of the best consumer vacuum packaging machines available, not for $250, but for 4 easy payments of only $43.33. You save over $80. And here's an extra special bonus. Order within the next 60 minutes, and Tilia will deduct 1 payment, so you'll get everything for only 3 easy payments of $43.33. But Tilia cannot guarantee this offer unless you call within the next 60 minutes. Just call the toll-free number, or if you prefer, send a check or money order for the full amount plus shipping, handling, and any applicable tax to the address on the screen. We're so confident you'll love the Food Saver. You'll get a 30-day money-back guarantee. Call now and join the hundreds of thousands of satisfied vacuum savers. Order your Food Saver VAC 500 now.
We are getting reactions to the Food Saver's latest product, the VAC 500, which of course Jan is excited because it does all the wonderful things we expect from the Food Saver, but you guys, it's more economical.
Which means everyone now can actually have a Food Saver in their kitchen to be able to use to store their food and preserve it. You can also do non-food items. So if you are a collector and you want to collect something, you can vacuum pack it inside the Food Saver bags. These are the 11-inch wide bags that come on a roll, so you can make it any size you want. And it's easy to do. So if you're a coin collector or a note collector, all you do is just make the bag and then lay this edge right inside the vacuum channel. I press down and it activates the pump. It pumps the air out of the bag.
See, look at how the bag is moving. Can you see the air going out?
Now once the air is out, it automatically seals it, and then the machine automatically shuts off, so there's no guesswork involved. All you do is press down and you hold it until the machine shuts off, and that fast we vacuum pack the coins. How many times have you gone into the refrigerator and you get something like this, right? Here's the other half of the avocado that we vacuum packed 7 days ago. So this one is still able to be used, okay? Now this over here, we've got the onion, and I've got an onion in a regular plastic bag. Now if you smell this...
Yeah, now this is interesting. Can you smell the onion?
Smell an onion?
You smell an onion, right?
Smell the onion? Yes.
Now smell it through the Food Saver bag.
Smell a bag.
And Jan,
there's nothing there.
you can't smell it through the Food Saver bag, Jan, but why?
Because the air is going in and out of that bag wall. That's why you can smell the onion. Now what about the pantry? So that's the refrigerator. You can put your fresh foods in there. But in the pantry, things like sugar and flour, crackers, cooking oil, and so on goes bad really fast, especially brown sugar. Now this is hard as a rock, right? Is that
Doesn't
hard?
that happen to you when you keep your brown sugar? You have those brown sugar bricks when you go to use it?
Most of us would think that this is actually stale, right? But
Yeah,
it's not.
because it's so hard. Why
All I
isn't
did,
it stale?
Because I vacuum packed it. Again, I just cut off the top, and now it comes right back to being soft.
You can literally put your brown sugar away that you haven't used for the Christmas cookies this year, and next Christmas it's going to be just fine in there, isn't it?
Right. All you have to do is just take the brown sugar, put it back into the bag,
Can somebody try that?
and just move it out here
Because
for you.
what's so important to me is, and I don't know about you guys, but I want something
Press
that's
down until it
fast and
starts.
instant. Now let it shut off. It does all the work for you. You can hear it sealing now.
That's it.
That's it.
Was that hard?
No.
And it's re-vacuum packed, and that means you can put this in your cupboard or your pantry, and a year from now, you'll still have fresh brown sugar. I want to prove the power of the Food Saver, okay? So just switch places with me.
Okay.
And I've got a 16-pound bowling ball here. I want you to verify that for me. It's heavy.
Good
Right?
catch.
Good. All right.
catch.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the jar seal to be able to pick up the bowling ball to show you that we really are pulling a commercial-like quality vacuum, okay? I want you to catch it. Put your hands under there, just hold. It'll just drop in a minute as soon as the vacuum turns off.
All right, we want to know what everybody actually thinks about
Absolutely.
this. All right, now, what do you think?
Oh, I think it's great. I would definitely use it constantly. My husband, every couple of weeks, I'm going through the fridge and throwing out the things that need to
What
be...
do you feel when you start throwing that kind of stuff away?
It's a waste, and I wish that there was a way to kind of save it better, and this looks like it would really work.
When you stand here and look at this, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking we need to buy one, maybe two. With this product, I can just store them in my freezer or fridge. As he said, for what? How long would this cheese last?
6 months.
6 months,
And
there
that's
you
in the
go.
refrigerator.
That's great.
You'll be paying yourself back just within the first few times that you use it.
Well, I'm just amazed at how easy it is.
So you get one?
Absolutely.
If we could make 2 meals at one time for the, and have it a couple days later, that'd be great.
I think it's really good, and I would like to have one.
Thank you for taking the time.
The affordable, foolproof Food Saver Vac 500. Because the Food Saver removes the air, then seals. Just like a commercial quality vacuum packager, you can have the freshest coffee possible each and every morning and save money by purchasing in bulk and vacuum-saving meats, cheese, poultry, fish, and other packaged foods. Uses for the Food Saver are endless. You'll be enjoying fresh-tasting produce any time of the year. It lets you take advantage of the savings you get during short-duration food sales and at discount warehouse clubs. It helps you organize your cabinets and cupboards while keeping your foods fresh and insect-free. You can serve your family next day's second servings up to 1 year later. And it even reseals most plastic bags. For all these reasons and more, you can't go wrong with a Food Saver. When you order, you'll receive the Food Saver Vac 500, a quick start guide, an illustrated guide filled with detailed, easy-to-follow tips, a pack of pre-cut quart-sized Food Saver bags, a pack of gallon-sized Food Saver bags, a roll of 8-inch wide Food Saver bags for vacuum-saving large and odd-shaped foods, an additional roll of 11-inch wide Food Saver bags for even larger foods and non-food items, the Vacuum Saving Secrets video, showing you how easy it is to use your Vac 500, and $50 worth of valuable coupons for useful Food Saver supplies and accessories, all for only $200. Plus, the following bonus items will also be included: a booklet of tasty marinating recipes for meat, fish, and vegetables, the specially designed Food Saver vacuum canister, a one-of-a-kind storage container that can actually hold a vacuum, and every time it's opened, confirms you've locked in the freshness. Plus, an additional set of $50 worth of coupons. All the items add up to an over $250 value. But because this is a special television offer from Tilia, you can now own one of the best consumer vacuum packaging machines available. Not for $250, but for 4 easy payments of only $43.33. You save over $80. And here's an extra special bonus. Order within the next 60 minutes and Tilia will deduct 1 payment. So you'll get everything for only 3 easy payments of $43.33. But Tilia cannot guarantee this offer unless you call within the next 60 minutes. Just call the toll-free number, or if you prefer, send a check or money order for the full amount plus shipping, handling, and any applicable tax to the address on the screen. We're so confident you'll love the Food Saver. You'll get a 30-day money-back guarantee. Call now and join the hundreds of thousands of satisfied vacuum savers. Order your Food Saver Vac 500 now.
Jen, I love the Food Saver Vac 500. I'm no longer going to the grocery store to buy something that went to waste just so I buy it again to replace it because I had to throw it out. I'm saving time, and of course, I'm saving money.
What's your alternative? Are you going to let the cheese go bad and moldy in your refrigerator and end up throwing it away again? No, you can use your Food Saver Vac 500 to vacuum pack the cheese and keep it fresh in the refrigerator for up to 6 months.
That's so important.
What's the alternative to having vegetables only during the summertime? Now with your Food Saver Vac 500, you can have your vegetables fresh, frozen all year long. That means you're eating out of your garden all through the winter.
And these will stay in the freezer for...
up to a year. What's your alternative to always having to throw away food from the freezer that is freezer burn? You spend all the money to buy it and yet you don't eat it. Now when you vacuum pack it with the Food Saver Vac 500, you never have to worry about freezer burn again. And what's the alternative to throwing away your leftovers day after day, week after week, month after month? Stop throwing your leftovers away. You spent good money for the food. You cooked the food. Just make your own second servings as we've done here so that you can eat your own food anytime you want for a full year when it's vacuum packed in the freezer.
You know, Jen, when you ask it that way, there is no alternative.
So what's your alternative? Are you going to keep throwing away your food for the rest of your life? Why don't you join the other hundreds of thousands of Food Saver owners that are now saving their money because they're saving their food and they're getting to eat it? How about accumulating that money you save for the rest of your life? When you own a Vac 500, you save everywhere.
And this is the best one yet.
I agree with you.
Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome,
Good
sweetheart.
to see you.
With the Food Saver, I got everything that was promised, and it works exactly like they said, and I'm completely satisfied with it.
Definite product that will be around with us forever.
This is ultimately the best product I've ever bought, and the most used.
Well, I'm certainly glad my husband bought it for me for Christmas.
It comes with everything that you need, so you can use it right out of the box.
Other stuff that I've ordered from TV, I don't have anymore because it didn't really work for me. But this is one thing that I'll keep forever.
The preceding was a paid advertisement for the Food Saver Vac 500, brought to you by Tilia.
Every day, AmeriDebt helps more people with money problems.
My credit card debt was outrageous. Then I called AmeriDebt. They contacted my creditors and got my payments almost cut in half.
AmeriDebt is a nonprofit organization that offers free consultations to consumers seeking to eliminate their debt.
Every month I pay our credit card bills, but the balances never seem to get smaller.
AmeriDebt got our interest rates reduced, and now the balances are dropping dramatically.
Join the thousands of people who have turned their financial lives around. Call 1-800-354-3400.
Dish Network continues to offer the best cricket. Starting September 12th through September 29th, the gloves come off in Sri Lanka for the ICC Champions Trophy. This knockout tournament features the greatest players in the game battling for supremacy. Don't miss a minute of the live action. 12 teams, 15 matches, 1 champion.
No one wants to leave a burden to their loved ones. That's why more and more people are calling the Colonial Penn Insurance Program now. Because benefits are based on your age, the amount of coverage you can get will never be higher. Plus, if you're age 50 or older, you cannot be turned down, regardless of your health. And coverage is just $6.95 a month per unit. That rate will never go up, and your benefit never decreases.
Call 1-800-205-5050 to receive this free information in the mail.
The following is a paid presentation for Hunters in the Sky with special guest Senator Bob Dole.